Hi guys, Andy here again from Mad Lad Designs with another tabletop playthrough. And this one is Tiny Epic Galaxies. Now I've only just got this, but I've played it quite a few times and I've really enjoyed the game. So I thought while it is fresh in my memory, I may as well do a playthrough. Now I think I've got all the rules down for solo play with the player and a rogue galaxy. I've almost set up the game, but I'm going to finish it off going from the top downwards and explain what I'm going to do while I'm doing it. So first of all, I'm going to put out the galaxies. So we have our pile of planets, I should say, pile of planets there. We will deal one planet out for each person playing. Well, we have two people, so I'm going to deal 2 planets out. And then you also deal another 2 planets out. So the idea is, for how many players are playing, you deal a planet out for each one of them, and then you will deal an extra 2 at the end. So if there were 4 players, you would deal 4 planets out, and then an extra 2, making it 6, and so on. So that's our planets we are going to be beginning with, and I'll zoom in and show you all these as we do. In fact, I'll actually zoom into the planets now. Next up we have our control panel. Whenever we're going to use a die for something, we will place it in these little slots. We can also use this conversion to put 2 die in here to change another one to any particular face that we're wanting to have. And all the different things are down here, and you'll see how all that works when we play the game. So next up we have the player's galaxy map. So what we're going to do with all these, well, we're going to take our empire token and place it on our empire starting space, and then I'll zoom in a bit more so you can see we're going to actually go along, and in fact I am going to use, I'll use the pen instead of my big chunky fingers. We're going to actually move along this here, so every time we move up, these are our stats. So if we move to 3, along here. If we move up here, that's along there. So at our starting position, this is our ship track. These are how many ships we are going to have, and we're going to start off with 2 ships on our galaxy. Like so. Now you'll notice on our ship track we have a square, and up here we have a square. On these squares we place our other ships. So as we upgrade our empire, we can get to those ships. So that's our empire track, our ship track. And next up we have our energy and culture track. We start with 1 culture and 2 energy. So that is the starting setup for the player. Let's take a look at the rogue galaxy. So here we have our rogue galaxy. Let's just take a, you can see this is, when it zooms in and focuses, this is the beginner rogue galaxy. So this is like the easiest of the easiest, Artemis. And this is our galaxy. I'll put it back, focus in there, yep. So the first thing we're going to do, like we did with the player, is put our empire track. Now I think the rogue galaxy uses black tokens, but for this playthrough I'm going to use yellow because they show up better than the black tokens. So We have that there, and just like the player, we are going to go across the track, but you'll notice there's no ship track. This is our dice track, how many dice we're going to roll for the Rogue Galaxy. No ship track. That's because all 4 ships start on the Galaxy, so the Rogue Galaxy has access to all 4 ships right off the bat. But to compensate for that, the culture and the energy do not start on the Rogue Galaxy's board, they start off. So the Rogue Galaxy has no energy and no culture. Okay, so we are ready to begin. And handily, the lid of the Tiny Epic Defenders box doubles as a dice tray. Very nice. So we are going to start, and I'm going to use this as a player marker so I remember whose turn it is. So it is our turn. So what we're going to do, well, we're going to roll dice. If we take a look, if we look across, we go with 2 ships, and this is our dice track. So we're going to be using 4 dice to start. Okay, so we're going to take our 4 dice, give them a roll, and see what we get. Right, we have a diplomatic symbol, 2 cultures, and a colonization. None of them are going to be any good to us. If we roll this, then we can move one of our ships on a diplomatic planet. Well, we don't have any ships on a planet. If we roll a culture, then any of our ships on a planet that gives us culture, I can move our culture up the track. Well, we don't have any ships on any planets that are going to give us culture. And again, culture. Then we have the colonization. Okay, that means when we roll this colonize symbol, we can activate this special ability. If we had more planets tucked under, we could activate their special ability as well. But at the moment, we can only activate this one on our galaxy mat. It says we can either spend culture or energy to upgrade our empire. Well, there's our empire. So in order to upgrade, we need to spend 2 culture or 2 energy. Well, we just so happen to have 2 energy. So we can spend that 2 energy, which I'm going to do. 1, 2. To upgrade our empire. And if you notice now, we still only get 2 ships. But now we can roll 5 dice. So I am going to lock that into the activation bay, like so. I'm also going to use the converter. So any 2 die that you don't lock into this activation bay, you can use to turn another die into any other face. And I'm going to use the move icon. So what that means is now I can move one of my ships to a planet. Now I can either land on the planet, and if I land on the planet, I can immediately take this special action, whichever planet I land on, but only once. Just the once. When I land on the first land on the planet, you can use this special ability, but that's it. You will still gather the resources if you roll that particular die, but you cannot use this special ability again if you land on the planet. However, if you go into orbit around the planet, like so, then when you are rolling the special symbol on the planet, you can move your ship one, and so forth and so forth. When you reach the symbol, you can then take that planet, push it down here and put it under your galaxy mat, and then you have access to this special ability every time you roll the colonization symbol. So what do? Do I land on a planet or do I go into orbit? You'll notice as well down in the corner, these are victory points for at the end of the game, and it's the first player to get 21 victory points. So I think I will go with, let's take a look, I shall go with this one. So I've now landed, or should I say I am now in orbit around that planet. I have used all my dice. I don't have any more dice to use, so my turn is over with. And we move on to the Rogue Galaxy. So the Rogue Galaxy, looking across, is going to use 5 dice. 4, 5. Now, unlike the player, when he rolls all together all at once, you roll these for the Rogue Galaxies one at a time. So we have, and then you place them in the activation bay. And then you do them one at a time from left to right. So let's take a look. So we have 2 colonization symbols. So what does that mean for the Rogue Galaxy? Well, every time we roll a colonization symbol, we do what it says in the box corresponding to where this Empire token is. So in this instance, you can see it's pointing here where our token is. So I'm going to lose 1 energy. If this Empire token was here and I rolled a colonization symbol, I'd lose 1 culture. And it goes up, and each one gets worse, the box, as it goes up. Well, if you can remember, I'll bring them in. We rolled, as you can see, 2 of these. So we need to lose 2 energy. However, as you can see, we don't have energy to lose, so those actions are just skipped. Any actions that can be performed by the Rogue Galaxy are just skipped. So as you can see, we've used our 2 colonizations dice. I just move them off so I know that those have been done. So next up we have, I think that is economic symbol, 2 economic symbols. So any of the rogue ships on economic planets can move up 1. Well, no ships are on no planets, so those do not do anything. However, we have an energy symbol. So that means we get 1 energy for every ship that is on a planet or on a galaxy that has the energy symbol. And if we take a look at the Rogue Galaxies, we can see it has energy, and we have 4 ships. So Rogue Galaxy is going to get 4 energy. So there we go. The Rogue Galaxy has used all of his dice, so it comes back to us. Looking at our tracker, we are going to get 2 ships still, but we are going to get 5 dice. And we also get 1 victory point. Hey! So we're off the mark with 1 victory point, but we do get 5 dice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He says throwing his things around. Ship goes there. Ship goes there. 5 dice. Right, so what do we have? Let's take a look. So what can we do first? I think I am going to use the move symbol, lock that in, to move my ship. Now you cannot have two ships on a planet. Let me just check that. Okay, I think you can. You can have two ships to one planet. However, you cannot have them doing the same thing. So I cannot have my ship land in orbit with another ship, although I can land it straight on top. I'm not going to put it on the same planet. I am going to put it on, let's see, let's put it on this one, like so. Next we have, what can we have? We're going to use the the economics, and we have a ship on this planet which is economics, and this planet which is economics, so I can choose one and move my ship one space in the orbital track, and I think this one will be the easiest because it'll be the quickest. So we have no ships on any energy giving areas. We have no ships on diplomacy planets. We do not have enough from our colonization to move. Actually, that should be there. To move, because we need either 3 energy or 3 culture. So these aren't really any good to us. We do, however, we can use a converter to put 2 and change 1 to whatever face we want, or we get a free reroll, and that's what I'm going to do now. We get 1 free reroll. Okay, again, not really any good to us. We have a movement, but I don't want to move any ships anyway. You can move a ship from one planet to another, even though it's still on the orbital track, so you can move your ships around, but I'm not going to. I do not have enough to upgrade my empire, and I am not on any energy giving areas. You can re-roll as many times as you like, but you have to pay for it in energy. Your first re-roll is free. Every re-roll after that you pay 1 energy. Let's tempt fate, pay 1 energy to re-roll all these again. Oh dear me. Okay, so still we've got nothing of use, so I am going to use that one in the converter, to change this to economics, which means I can move this one or this one, and of course I'm going to move this one, which means I've now conquered the planet. That planet now belongs to me. Any ships on the planet that has been conquered go back to their respective mats, like so. And now this is tucked under my playmat. So let's take a look at that. So now when I roll one of those colonization symbols, I can either do this special ability or this special ability. So I need to pay 1 diplomacy to move a rogue ship on a planet back 1 along the orbital track. And whenever a planet is conquered, you just get 1 off the pile and place it down. So that is my turn over with. We move on to the Rogue Galaxies turn. And he is going to roll 5 dice. Of course he rolls them 1 at a time. So we have a move, we have a colonization symbol, We have an energy symbol. We have another energy symbol. And we have an economic symbol. So, doing them from left to right, move. The rogue planet is going to move one of his ships. And the way the rogue planet does that is he looks at the leftmost planet without one of his ships orbiting, and then he orbits. The rogue galaxy ships never land on the planet. They always go into orbit of the leftmost planet that does not have a rogue ship on it. Okay, so next, the rogue galaxy is attacking us and looking at our little box. It says we lose 1 energy. We don't have any energy, so we have nothing to lose. However, the rogue player is going to gain another 4 energy. Another load of energy depending on where the ships are. This planet does not provide energy, so we can discount that. However, he's going to get 3 energy from these ships. 1, 2. Now we can't go any further, so he's going to stay there until the end of his turn. He also has another energy symbol. However, he's at his maximum energy, so we can't do anything with that symbol. Next up, we have the economic symbol. Is there a planet with a rogue ship that has an economic symbol on it? Nope, it's diplomacy. So that symbol is skipped. So the rogue galaxy has come to the end of his turn. Almost. He's used all his dice. However, we have this here. If the energy gets maxed out to 6, the Empire upgrades to the next one. So every time the energy gets to 6 at the end of the rogue player's turn, he is going to move up the Empire track 1. If he ever reaches the skull, it's game over for us. And once he upgrades, the energy comes off the board. So he's back to 0 energy. However, he has upgraded himself. So he's still rolling 5 dice for now, but the rogue galaxy also gets 1 experience point. And if we ever roll a colonization symbol, we will lose 1 culture. And I'm going to leave it there for now. I hope that explains a bit how certain things work. As we do more turns and play, it should become second nature. It really is a simple game to play. I enjoy it immensely, trying to beat that rogue galaxy, even though it is beginner. I've won 1 and I've lost 1. So this basically is the tiebreaker, and I'm showing you guys the tiebreaker. Whoever wins has won the best out of 3. So anyway, I hope you liked the little playthrough there. I'm going to continue on the other videos, but until then I will catch you guys later.